I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Check four.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, Shell. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Average roll. Super 66.
Watch run.
Hey, Haywood.
Shit. Alert 3.
Hey, kill.
Alert 3.
Obama.
They are going for it. Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Check three.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 20.
Super.
45. Mike, 45. Rick.
Bravo.
45. Mike, 45.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To the air again, Goff. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Chance.
Ric Flair. We're good.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 13.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, they're scared. Watch twins. 45.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
5.
22, Mike, 22. Watch the run.
Out of the gun. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Cut. 180.
Pick me up. Here we go.
DC.
45's the
Cut.
Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch his slant.
Value 1.
Slant.
12.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check back. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Whirling.
3rd and long. It's gone. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Dula. Ric Flair.
Check 45's the mic.
On 4th down, Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Hold on. Check.
Mike 48. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Hey, zoom.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Turbo's out.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
We go tonight. 180.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Tight dog.
Louis.
48.
Hey, Delta.
48's Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48.
Value 3.
Check 52. Kill.
Clock.
And to give this time to the tailback. 11 more on that one and another first down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Goff going to keep it himself. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll give it here to Brown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Here we go. That's right, baby.
They'll run on first down. It's Davidson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
180. 45. We own it. We own it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Goff. And that's incomplete.
Goff's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
No. Check 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Goff on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go. Max 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 1st down, Davidson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check it back. Check it back. Go. He's mine. Check 43.
Now Cunningham. Throw left side complete. It's Hayes. Touchdown, Falcons! As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Super one, super one.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Shell. Hey, Orbit.
45.
On first down, gone. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 37, check 37.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Davidson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back from
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
45. Mike, 45. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
Value one.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Play it.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Here you go.
They'll try and throw for it here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. that's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff is going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Cunningham to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Army. He's coming.
Hold on. Check.
Here's gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Shell. And bring it. Greystone travel.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Brings up 4th down and
1. Super one.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
180.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch out. Alert, flare.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 5. Hey, Charlie.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Check. Crunch. 45 is the mark. I don't think you got that.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We go tonight. 180.
Check. Bang.
Hey, lift.
Coming in.
Back to throw. Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. That's Hayes. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Check. Kill.
Cunningham. He's going to launch this, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
56 to Mike, boys. Go. Check 56. Go. Mike 56. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep left side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Johnson, the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
I got you. Check.
DC.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Shell. Shell.
45, Mike, 45. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Check three.
Average roll.
45. Mike, 45.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Bears, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.